Hey, what's up, Birdie? Welcome back to Figs Outside. So today we're going to be shooting my dad's favorite hunting rifle. He passed away about 10 years ago. Actually, it's a little over 10 years ago. Anyway, this is a Remington Model 700. It's got a Monte Carlo stock. This was his favorite hunting rifle, but we're going to be shooting these. So let's take a look at it. So these are the Core-Lokt Tipped 7mm Remington Magnum, 150 grainers. You can take a look at that right there. So we got some muzzle velocity and energy. So 2945, well, 3130 out of the muzzle. Got the chronograph. And yeah, this gun is, yeah, it means a lot to me. This is what I grew up with them hunting. This was, yeah, pretty, it's definitely well used. Anyway, yeah, it's got a 3-9 old Bushnell on there. This thing is rock solid. This gun, I've seen it go through so much. That scope is always held at 0. I'm actually really hoping that the crosshairs will move. He was shooting the Winchester CT Combined Technologies. He used to shoot core-locks, and then he went over to hand loading. He shot those for a really long time, some custom hand loads. They were smoking out of this gun. This is a 1-in-9 twist rate. He was shooting, I want to say they were 140. Anyway, I remember him chronoing them, and he used them for bear hunting. And they were screaming out of this thing. They were like 3150, 3200 feet per second, which that's fast. These are supposedly going 3130. And anyway, but yeah, this thing, as you can tell, I mean, guys, this thing is beat up. This went through so many falls and bumps and bangs, and it just, he rolled his quad twice with this. The first time he had it in the gun rack, and after that he quit putting it in the gun rack because it was strapped down. After that, he just carried it on his back with a sling. The original sling that he had on this thing that he originally bought, see, he passed, like I said, this sling, I think this sling is like 20 years old, but the one prior to that, he bought this right before I was born in the late 70s. And I remember one time we were hiking in some really nasty stuff. The sling broke because the leather was dry rotted, and he was not happy, but it broke and went over backward. It landed, it hit hard. We checked it, and the gun was still on its 0. I mean, dead on. But with those Winchester Combined Technologies, this gun was literally punching almost one hole. It was insane. You know, at that yardage, my old man was extremely accurate. He was a dang good shooter. Anyway, enough of that. But like I said, with the 3-9 scope, those CTs, they were shooting 0.25 all day long. I mean, just pretty much single holers. And we're going to see if it likes these. I don't like those CTs. He shot them. He liked them, but he did neck shots. Even at 100 to 200 yards, 300 yards, he would shoot for the neck with a 3x9. And he dropped. I don't think I ever saw him miss. And so same with bears. He'd shoot behind the leg in the kill zone for the bear, but deer, especially the small blacktail that we were used to hunting, shot him in the neck. No ruined meat, but they made a huge hole, and there was a lot of bloodshot in that whole neck was pretty much jello. So I don't want to shoot those. So we're gonna give these a try. And so I used to like the original Core-Lokts. I remember that. So we're gonna try these, a little more modern. But yeah, this means a lot to me. It'd be really cool if my kids could take an animal with this, and that would mean so much to me. So anyway, enough jibber jabbering. I cleaned the snot out of this thing. As far as the barrel goes, like I said, it's been sitting for quite a while, and he did clean it, I think, and then he shot it once, just so he didn't have a clean bore, and then it's sat. It sat for 10 years. Sent me a little bit of Remington mag. That is a pretty cool looking bullet. Remington Core-Lokt Tipped. All right. Man. speed is 3016 on that one. 3016. And we are 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3.5 high and an inch to the left. Man, this factory trigger's heavy. I'm not used to shooting these factory triggers anymore. But you know what? His favorite weapon. And if I do anything to this, hopefully the crosshairs will move. But if I do anything to this thing, I'm just going to take it apart and I'm going to refinish the stock. That'll be the only thing I really want to do to this. I don't want to deck it all out and change it up if it'll shoot the way it is. I'm going to leave it the way it is because it was his. So right, same on height. Can't really tell. This thing doesn't even have parallax. A little bit fuzzy, but it looks like maybe 3/4 of an inch to the left of that last one. So let's send another one. Looks like right in between the two. So looks like sub MOA. That one was 29.58, and so I forgot to tell you guys the second one for the speed, but so chamber clear, bolts open. We're gonna go check it out. Let's go check it out. 29.83 is the average. I forgot to mention that's also a 22-inch barrel. Here we go. So aim for here. That's where she's hitting. Not too great. It's a little worse than I thought. Hard to tell with that little 3x9. But you know what? Like I said, I really don't want to shoot those combined technologies. There's more ammo out there. I might get some other original Core-Lokts. I got some. I might try to find some Winchester soft points, something. But the price of ammo, I mean, crazy. But 1.5, maybe it was me. Maybe we'll try to do a little better. I'm going to see if those crosshairs will move. Hopefully they do. And then we'll shoot another 3. See what happens. Ooh, blinding y'all. No, it's not going to break my heart. That scope has been through so much. More than anything, it's the sentimental value. I don't hold a lot of stuff very sentimental. I'm not that person. I'm not that guy. But I grew up with him. That was the only time I really got to spend with my old man when he was logging or in the timber industry for the redwoods. You know, it was when he became a millwright and all that. It was so much money, so much work in the mills. And, you know, the winter times, he worked 5-6 days a week, 10, 12, 14-hour days. The summertime, same when he was logging with the company. And then when he went to work in the mill, because he couldn't do it anymore, running the company and cutting timber and all that other stuff, during the summertime, even being in the mill, he was working 6 days a week, normal, not even 5, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. And they were running 14 to 16-hour days. And so he would take, 2 weeks off because that's what he had during hunting season. And so that was when I got to spend time with him. And I just remember him carrying that rifle and using that gun. So it's the weapon more than anything. The scope, if I've switched it over, it's not going to break my heart. I'll put another scope on it. I'll probably go with an Arkin or maybe even a Leupold. But anyway, I'm going to move the crosshairs. We're going to see what happens. Then we're going to sling 3 more down there. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And I'm going to actually, so we got a zip line down there for targets, for tactical shooting and stuff. We're running and gunning. So I'm going to shoot for the center. And that is a 2-inch square, but that's what I'm going to shoot for, because those very bottom ones, now that I actually look at it, it's running pretty close to that zip line. We're just trying to get stuff figured out here. But anyway, so I'm going to shoot for the very center and hope for the best. Hopefully those crosshairs moved. It looked like they were moving. But yeah, anyway, let's get to it. Didn't want to do that. All right. Can't really tell where it's at. Let's send another one. Yeah, let's go look at it. So, mag's clear, or mag well, I should say, is clear. Chamber's clear. So, there's our first group. That was first shot, second shot, third shot. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna shoot one more. Nah, you know what? Yeah, that could have been me. I don't know. I'm running out of time actually for today. But sorry, I ran all the way up here. But if I would have punched it right in here, that'd have been awesome. But I don't like that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna shoot one more. And if it does hit over here, then I know that was me. Like I said, I'm running out of time, so I'm trying to rush. That's not what I want to do. But I'm gonna shoot one more. All right, sorry for the bounciness, y'all. So, when I got back, I checked the barrel. The barrel was actually pretty warm. And so that could have started to affect it. So what I did is that third shot where I shot over to the right. Oh, veering off course here. So checked it. Barrel was pretty warm. Let it sit for quite a while. Barrel got pretty cool. I got to rush to get this going. So barrel is pretty cool. And we got quite a bit better. So last shot, fairly cool barrel. And this is what we did. There it is. So that was the last shot after moving this whole group over. Shot here. So it's obviously shooting to the right as the barrel heats up. Like I said, I let it cool. Made some phone calls that I needed to make. I'm still running out of time. I'm actually really pushing time, but it doesn't matter. So barrel went back to being pretty cool and we hit here. So there's a group. So pretty much one MOA, maybe yeah, maybe 0.9, 0.88, somewhere in there. So I'm carrying the target back with me and kind of walking pretty fast down the trail here. So that like I said, I'm gonna move it over, form my clicks, and then shoot it again when I have more time. But it does seem to like those rounds. It does, with a cold barrel, obviously. And it is shooting them pretty quick, 150 grainers. So, long story short, this is not going to be, like I was saying up there by the target, this is not going to be a long range gun. Yeah, it is a 7 mag. It will reach out there and put them down at a distance. Absolutely. With a 3x9 scope, you can do it. I watched my dad do it a lot. Shooting little blacktail, coastal blacktail bucks in the neck. at 200, 250, 300 yards. He was an insane shot. He killed almost every single one of them that he aimed at, which was a lot. But anyway, I got to get all this wrapped up. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Shooting my dad's 7 mag with those Remington Core-Lokt Tipped 150 grainers. And they shoot pretty well. Not bad on the feet per second, just a tiny bit below. I mean, you know, for what it, I don't even remember what it advertised. Maybe it's a lot below. 3130. So yeah, I'll have to go back and watch this and put the average up, but maybe it is quite a bit below what it says on the box. But anyway, I'm super excited just to be able to shoot it, just to be able to hunt with it. I won't be able to next year. I'm tagged out, but my kids can if they want to. Their grandfather meant a lot to them, and my son and daughter both have expressed they would really like to be able to harvest an animal with this weapon. So just in a memorial, memoriam, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, guys, until next time, we'll catch y'all a little bit later. Bye-bye.